So if you've ever been on a diet or told yourself that you wanted to eat healthier, maybe you've had the experience of on a day you have a bit of a slip up, you have some chocolate, and then something in your brain just flicks and says, well, you've blown it now, so you may as well just go to town. And then you have the chips, you have the fried food, you have the chocolate, you have the ice cream, everything comes out because you feel like, well, I've blown that day, so why bother for the rest of the day? I'm just going to be better tomorrow. And so sometimes the same thing happens with our practice. We can maybe have a day where we intend to get started in the morning and we're going to do all our practice, then we're going to have lunch, and then after lunch we're going to work on emailing our bandmates with some music that we're going to play at rehearsal this week, or we're going to finally work on our proposal for some kind of creative project, or we're finally going to put our name forward for an audition or a competition. And so we have all these plans for the day. And then what happens? We wake up and then maybe scroll your phone for a while, and then suddenly an hour has gone by and you're feeling a bit bad because you were scrolling social media and you saw everybody else posting their practice videos, and so you grumpily make breakfast, and then by the time you're ready to go for the day, it's lunchtime and you realize you missed that whole planned practice window. And the same thing happens, your brain just goes, screw it, you blew it. So you may as well not even bother practicing today. Just write the whole day off and start again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow you will be the angel, the practice angel that you know you can be. And so the same way with our diet, if we eat the piece of chocolate, then of course we wanted to eat healthier that day, but it's much better for us to just eat the chocolate and say, oops, shouldn't have eaten that, but that's okay. I'll continue eating healthy for the rest of the day. And then the chocolate just becomes a little bit of an indulgence that maybe puts us a bit over our calorie limit for the day, or a bit over our sugar intake. But it's much better than if we had then gone on to binge every bit of junk food in the house because we were feeling so guilty for breaking our diet and felt like we'd already ruined the day's diet, so we may as well keep going. And the same with practice. If we have this morning where we realize that we've just missed doing all of that stuff that we'd planned to do, we had this perfect practice day planned and we blew it, it's much better to say, oh, it's lunchtime. Okay, I'm going to have lunch, and then I still have an hour after lunch I can use. So maybe I will practice for half an hour and just do a couple of the emails I wanted to write. And that is much better than doing nothing for that day. So if this story sounds familiar to you, if you know that sometimes you get into that spiral, that kind of, if we're thinking in the case of food, that binge spiral, in the case of practice, it's the kind of the binge of not practicing. So the binge of wasting our day that we wanted to be practicing, then know that it's always possible to kind of nip the binge in the bud and say, okay, that was not the way we wanted to start the day, not the way we wanted to start the day's practice, but we still have a little bit of time here, and so I'm just going to do something. Same as if we just say, oh, I ate that chocolate, I probably shouldn't have, but I have another 2 meals for the day, I have lunch and dinner, so I can be healthy for those 2 meals. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's just take a few moments now to prepare the body and the mind for practice. Make your space comfortable. Take out your instrument and any books or music you need for your practice. And then when you're ready, coming to a place of stillness, either sitting or standing, maybe with your instrument. Soft focus in the eyes, And then taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then another inhale, and with the exhale, closing your eyes. We're going to scan through the body from top to bottom, just watching as any tension in the body releases, melts away. Starting at the top of the body, the head, the forehead, the point between the eyebrows, the cheekbones, the lips, tongue, the neck, all the tension releasing, melting away. The shoulders, the upper back, and the chest. The upper half of each arm, the lower half of each arm, the wrists, every muscle in the hands, and in each finger, down each joint all the way to the fingertips, relaxing, releasing the diaphragm, the lower back, the area of the pelvis, the upper half of each leg, the knees, and the lower half of each leg. Every muscle releasing, relaxing. The ankles, the feet, and finally the toes. Every muscle in the body released, relaxed, at ease. And then just sitting for a moment, taking another few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, blinking the eyes open, ready for practice.